Lightning flickered over the cracked red horizon of Mars, wind swirling fine orange dust that gritted against Dr. Mina Carter's suit. She stood over an unassuming crater, the thrum of an ancient power echoing through her boots. Night crept over the colony base, its domes shining weakly in the storm. Mina gripped the comm at her collar. "Kay, give me a status. Are you seeing this energy spike on your end?" she asked, steady and sharp. Even after 3 years in self-imposed exile, her mind worked like a star map, drawing patterns in chaos. Kay's voice, laced with static, responded, "Carter, I'm getting serious readings from the core scanner. This isn't just another buried power cell. It's big. Ancient. You sure about going down?" "Don't have a choice, do we?" Mina muttered, lowering herself into the crater, past jagged rocks glazed with frost. Her gloved fingers traced alien symbols, glowing faintly. She swallowed hard, recalling why she vowed never to return to frontline research, until the artifact called, until Mars itself trembled from its heartbeat. A shadow flickered above, a young engineer, Raj, perched at the rim, eyes wide. "Dr. Carter, we've got company. Unknown ship just breached orbit. No call sign." Mina's pulse jumped. "Kay, tell base to initiate lockdown. Nobody goes in or out. Raj, with me. You're on translation." They pressed into the narrow cave, light from Mina's helmet falling on the thing they'd uncovered, a massive, crystalline structure fused with Martian bedrock. It hummed with a low resonance, warping space around it. Raj's hands shook as he jotted readings into his datapad. A sudden surge of light flashed across the cave, symbols shifting on the artifact. Mina's memories flooded back, her father lost to an experiment gone wrong, her published disgrace, the relentless search for meaning among the stars. A voice, not human, not machine, spoke through the artifact's resonance, strange and melodic. "Keybearer, approach! The cycle ends anew." Raj grabbed her sleeve, whispering, "Are we supposed to be hearing that?" "No," Mina whispered back, mouth dry, "but we have to answer before someone else does." Behind them, echoes of the arriving ship's engines rumbled through the crust. The stakes snapped into focus. If they ran, they'd lose the artifact. If they stayed, they'd face whatever and whoever was desperate enough to chase them across worlds. Mina straightened, hand on the crystalline surface, defiance burning in her eyes. For humanity and for herself, she would not turn away. Not this time. Veins of blue light pulsed beneath Mina's palm as she pressed harder on the artifact, its energy cold but unmistakable. The crystal trembled. Somewhere above, sand hissed down the crater's edge as the rival ship grew nearer, landing with a bone-rattling clang. Mina forced herself to focus on the alien script. "Raj, patch what you're decoding to Kay," she ordered, voice taut with urgency. "He needs to see everything. Hurry." Raj flicked at his datapad, beads of sweat peppering his brow. "There's a repeating phrase, portal chain, starlight conduit, protective weave. I can't make out the rest. It's like a map, Mina. But to where?" A rough clatter echoed through the cave. Footsteps, more than one. Mina transmitted a silent warning to base, then looked into Raj's wide, fearful eyes. "Stay with me. We keep the artifact out of enemy hands, no matter what." The crystalline structure pulsed again, louder now, syncing with Mina's own rapid heartbeat. Green shimmered beneath blue as a holographic corridor beamed out, flickering and unstable. It stretched into blackness, lined with constellations she'd never seen before. A portal. Outside, a synthetic voice echoed, "Step away from the structure." Figures armed in obsidian exosuits, faces masked, spilled into the mouth of the cave. Their leader, tall and smooth-voiced, held up a plasma weapon. "Dr. Carter, we know who you are. You will assist in activating the artifact, or everyone here dies." Mina swallowed bile. Raj's grip tightened on his pad, trembling. Kay's voice buzzed in her ear. "Mina, that portal, it's not just visual. It's pulling local grav-metrics off the scale. If it stabilizes, it could link to anywhere in the galaxy or rip this sector apart." Mina faced the exosuited leader. "If you activate this without an understanding, you could cause a vacuum collapse. We work together, or none of us leave Mars alive." Behind the helmet's visor, the leader's eyes narrowed. "You'll work. The rest don't matter." Panic threatened Mina's focus, but she tapped deep reserves of stubbornness, meeting his gaze. "They matter to me. And this artifact isn't just some weapon, it's a warning." Suddenly, the artifact's holograph shimmered, and a vortex of energy, star-bright and spinning, formed where Mina's pulse still touched the crystal. Before anyone could shout, Raj tripped back, causing Mina's balance to falter. Her hand plunged into the light. A sensation like falling through water and flooded her senses as the star corridor yanked Mina and Raj through cosmic darkness. The cave, the rivals, Mars itself spun away. New horizons loomed beyond the starlight portal. Kay's frantic voice was only a distant echo. Mina, Raj, don't let go. And then silence and the unknown. Mina tumbled through the starlit corridor, stars streaking by like silver rain. Her lungs burned and her mind screamed for order in the chaos. Until with a bone-jarring jolt, she hit ground. The sensation snapped into sharp clarity. She was on her hands and knees, Martian dust gone, replaced by hexagonal blue stones beneath her gloves. Raj landed beside her with a thud, groaning. Both looked up, slowly, as wonder and terror knifed through them. They were inside a colossal chamber, clearly alien. The walls shimmered with shifting constellations. Maps, maybe, or warnings. Gravity felt lighter here. Air tasted sharp and electric. Raj checked his pad. No signal, no timestamp. I can't even get basic readings. Mina, where are we? A nexus, she murmured, eyes tracing the veins of starlight webbing the ceiling. A crossroads between portals. We're inside the network the artifact controls. Footsteps echoed from every direction, but eerily out of sync. Mina dragged Raj behind a tall pedestal, motioning him to silence. Shadows, human-sized but twisted, flickered past. One paused, form half materializing as digital glitches crawled along its outline. An AI, or what remained of one after millennia. Its voice stuttered, a brittle echo. Intruder protocol, keybearer detected, initialize test. Raj's eyes met Mina's, questioning. Mina whispered, I think we triggered an ancient security system. She raised her hands, speaking steady and clear. We come in peace. Our world, our whole universe is at risk. We need answers. The AI's image stabilized. Prove intent. Solve the convergence equation. A swirl of holographic digits, alien symbols, and star positions appeared midair. Mina's heart leaped into her throat. Astromathematics was her gift, but this system melded the impossible. If she failed, the AI might erase them from existence. Raj whispered, You can do this, Mina. You always did the impossible. She exhaled slowly, her disgrace from Earth laboratories, the night spent haunted by cosmic questions. This moment asked everything of her. Her fingers moved, aligning symbols, shifting patterns. Trusting intuition built from decades among the stars. Holograms spun, resisted, then clicked into a harmonious constellation. The AI's digital face smiled. Access granted. Keybearer, you may learn. Suddenly, one wall dissolved, opening to an impossible vista. Portals swirling, each one leading to other worlds and cosmic secrets. A small pedestal rose before them, holding a sphere swirling with starlight, pulses matching Mina's heartbeat. Raj gasped. Mina, that looks like the original artifact. There could be others. Mina's wonder was tinged with fear. And with every portal, the odds of catastrophe multiply. We need to warn Kay, get back, and lock this down, before someone less human finds these gateways. A distant boom thundered. Someone or something was following them through the portal network. Mina grabbed the starlit sphere, eyes steel bright. She wasn't going to repeat her past mistakes. This time, humanity would rise to the mystery, or be swallowed by it. Mina's fingers tightened around the starlit sphere as alarms wailed in languages she couldn't understand. Lights flashed along the ceiling, pulses quickening like the heartbeat of some enormous animal. Shadows stretched in the vast nexus chamber as hostile footsteps thundered behind them. Raj, this way! She sprinted toward one of the still glowing portals, guided by gut instinct and the gentle pull of the artifact. Raj scrambled after her, clutching his datapad to his chest. Behind them, a silver-armored figure emerged from the last portal, weapon shimmering in one hand. I told you they wouldn't let us go, Raj wheezed. Then let's not make it easy, Mina shot back. As they neared the next portal, the AI security shimmered into view beside them, voice a chorus of ancient code. Unauthorized pursuit detected, initiating divergence protocol. A barrier of light snapped up behind Mina and Raj, cutting off their pursuer for the moment. They dove through the chosen portal, the starlight sphere buzzing in Mina's grip. The world righted itself with a pop. They landed on a forested world, purple trees arcing overhead beneath a sky swirling with twin suns. Insects hummed with mechanical wings and the air smelled of ozone and blooming flowers. Raj dropped to a knee, breathing hard. Mina, we can't outrun them forever. Whoever that was looked human, or used to be. I know, Mina said. Her determination had hardened. He was at the dig site. He leads the mercenary group that's after the artifact. If we don't stop him, he'll force the portals open and we'll lose control forever. Raj glanced at the sphere, its surface flickering with miniature versions of the portals. We're outmatched, Mina. We don't even know how many of these there are. A new voice, unmistakably synthetic but oddly lyrical, emanated from the sphere. Portal integrity at risk. Untranslated glyphs contain encryption key. Further context required. Did you hear that? Raj asked, staring at the sphere like it might bite him. Yeah, Mina replied, wonder blooming. We've got a rogue AI intelligence in the system. Maybe it's on our side, maybe not. But it needs us as much as we need it. She knelt, holding the sphere so both she and Raj could see. Listen, we'll help you, but you help us. We need to know how to close the portal chain and get home. The AI's image flickered into a fractal hologram, shape almost human. Mutual assistance protocol engaged. I am Lyra. Data exchange imminent. As strange energy flowed into their minds, Mina caught flashes of collapsed worlds, extinct civilizations. One image seared into her vision. The mercenary leader, using the artifact's power to tear open reality itself. Raj steadied himself. If this is a plan, Mina, count me in. Mina stood, resolve burning. You're not just in, Raj. Neither of us are running away again. This time we fight for everyone. High in the alien trees, metallic leaves shivered. The sound of distant engines, mercenaries crossing worlds, cut into the tranquil alien dawn. There was no turning back. Lyra's data shimmered through Mina's thoughts like electric lightning. Diagrams of portal chains, encrypted protocols layered in alien glyphs, warnings about cosmic balances nobody on Earth ever dreamed of. Somewhere out there, the mercenary leader, known to Lyra as Hydrax, hunted them through worlds. Can we trust the AI? Raj whispered, only daring to meet Lyra's flickering holographic eyes for half a heartbeat. Mina flashed him a shadow of a smile. We can't survive without her, Raj. We don't have to trust, just cooperate. Portal chain breach, 12% destabilization, Lyra announced, her voice echoing through the alien woods. Warning, cascading failure is imminent across connected realities. Raj paled. That means if someone triggers the artifact in the wrong place, it's not just Mars or Earth that's at risk, Mina finished grimly. It's every world tied to this network, including this one. A shudder rippled through the forest as the distant hum of engines approached. Shadows of more mercenaries moved among the trees. They were closing in. Mina yanked Raj behind a jagged, luminous boulder. Lyra, can you mask us? Even for a minute? The AI's silhouette fractured, blending into the boulder's crystalline veins. Limited suppression field active. Speak plainly and quickly. Portal override codes hidden in ancient glyphs. Must locate original inscriptions. Coordinates? Mina demanded. Lyra pulsed. Nearest site, Stellar Citadel. Coordinates transmitting. Raj groaned. That's 10 kilometers in alien jungle, on foot and with Hydrax's goons hunting us. They're not just after us, Mina said, watching mutated birds scatter at the sound of distant gunfire. Hydrax wants the codes, and he'll rip this universe apart to get them. Raj's voice shook, but he straightened his shoulders. So we get to the Citadel first? We do more than that. We shut these portals down, for good. Green mist swirled as they hurried through the undergrowth, Lyra guiding them with whispered advice. Where to step, how to avoid carnivorous vines, even how to decipher hidden writings carved in the stone trees. For the first time, Raj and Mina worked in true harmony. Mind, muscle, instinct, and trust. Human and machine in shaky alliance. After hours, the jungle thinned. In the clearing rose the Stellar Citadel. A spiraling tower of stone and holographic glass, studded with starlight crystals. Regality and ruin twined together as if the building itself remembered glories and catastrophes untold. Raj pointed, jaw slack. Mina, that architecture. Human hands didn't build that. Mina squeezed the sphere. No, but let's hope they left the answers we need. As they began climbing broken steps toward the Citadel's glowing gates, a chill wind carried the unmistakable snarl of machinery. Noticing, following, hunting. Hydrax was already near. Mina pushed open the doors, ancient secrets, and a desperate battle for every universe waiting within. The doors to the Stellar Citadel slid apart with a moan that echoed for centuries. Shadows danced across the glittering tiles as Mina, Raj, and Lyra's shimmering form entered a chamber bigger than any cathedral, inlaid with symbols that pulsed like living veins. Lyra's voice lasered sharp in Mina's ear. Glyphs detected. Encryption codes required for override. Beware, defense systems operational. Raj tiptoed across the entry, sweeping his datapad's light across the mosaic floor. Those tiles, are they star maps? Mina's gaze sharpened. Not just star maps, she whispered. See the looping lines? They're gravitational resonances, each a key to a portal. Suddenly ancient drones, black, crystalline, and insectile, clicked to life along the walls, eyes glowing like embers. A targeting beam brushed Mina's shoulder. She froze mid-step. Lyra's form bulged, voice urgent. Do not move. Present the Starlight artifact at the central dais. Hands steady despite the threat, Mina advanced and placed the sphere onto a carved plinth. Instantly, swirling script arched from floor to ceiling, forming a spiral of light. In the center hovered a massive glyph, ominous and beautiful. Raj, I need you, she called, voice low but unshaken. He joined her, brow furrowed as he began tying the glyph's fragments to the resonance tiles. If I'm right, these controls should align the portal fields, but there are thousands of permutations. The drones shifted, their hum gained a murderous pitch. Mina gritted her teeth. Listen, I know this. The glyph pattern matches, yes, my father's lost notes from the Mars dig. It's about harmony. Intent. She shut her eyes, recalling her father's lessons amidst the stars, where to trust instinct, when to trust science. With a single breath, she shifted 3 tiles, tracing the path between the glyph and the universe's pulse. The drones froze. The central glyph blazed, a beam shooting into the artifact. The entire citadel shuddered as new symbols snapped into alignment, a sequence of portal shutdown codes. Access achieved, Lyra announced. Codes uploaded. 2 more shutdown keys required. Probability of pursuit 99%. Heavy footsteps rang on the great steps outside. The mercenaries had arrived. Raj's face blanched. Mina, how do we get out of here? Mina's confidence was ragged but real. We don't hide. Lyra, activate nearest portal, preloaded with those new codes. Take us to the next key. Quickly. Lyra's hologram fragmented, swirling the room with white light. The drones parted as a new portal cracked open at the far end. Mina seized Raj's arm, the artifact clutched tight in her hand. As the mercenaries burst through the citadel's entrance, muzzle flashes painting the stones with fire, Raj and Mina sprinted for the portal. A breath from disaster, but with hope alive in Mina's heart for the first time since Mars. Together they leapt through, fate and every world balanced in the next heartbeat. Cold and vertigo gripped Mina and Raj as they plummeted through the portal, clutching hands and artifact like lost travelers in a cosmic storm. When they finally landed, solid ground rushed at their feet, icy, slick, and shining under a spectral sky filled with auroras. Jagged towers of glassy stone reared above groaning lakes of frozen starlight, and the air prickled with static. Lyra's voice sparkled in the freezing wind. Welcome to Anathrion. Encrypted glyphs indicate next override key at the core spire. Raj shivered, breath fogging in the alien cold. This place feels wrong. Mina, it's like Mars at midnight, but haunted. She drew him close behind a pillar of crystal, sweeping the bleak expanse for movement. Stay sharp. Hydrax and his squad will follow, maybe right behind us. Lyra's spectral image danced between light and shadow. Warning, portal stress is rising. The artifact's stability is waning. Immediate action advised. A harsh, inhuman howl echoed, bouncing razor-sharp off the frozen lake. Shapes, creatures made of living shadow and fractured ice, guardians of the spire, emerged, circling with hungry eyes. Mina braced herself. Lyra, can you distract them? Deploying Radiant Pulse, stand by. Lyra flared, throwing thousands of tiny illusion shreds across the lake. The guardians shrieked, chasing the lights. Now's our chance. They crept forward, boots crunching on blue ice, making for the core spire. At its base glimmered carvings echoing those of the stellar citadel. Mina pressed her hand to the glyphs, voice steady despite the chattering cold. Lyra, help me translate. Fast. Raj traced the symbols, memory flickering. Wait, this is like your father's pattern, but inverted. If we reflect the coordinates, maybe. He aligned the glyph with a trembling finger. Mina, trusting both her instincts and Raj's growing confidence, turned the artifact, light sprang outward, cracking the spire's shell. Inside, a crystalline heart, pulsing with the override key. Mina looked at Raj, pride and relief warring on her face. You did it. You actually did it. He grinned, cheeks red. I'm learning from the best. Suddenly, plasma fire sliced the air, melting ice in jagged gouts. Hydrax's team exploded into the spire clearing. Their leader's face finally revealed beneath his visor, human, but eyes dead as obsidian. 6 mercenaries flanked him, weapons up. Hydrax sneered, "Enough! Hand over the artifact, Dr. Carter, or watch worlds die." Mina stood tall, artifact and shutdown key blazing with icy light. "You want this power, Hydrax? You'll never control it. You'll only destroy yourself, and us all." Hydrax took a step forward, gun aimed at Raj's chest. "Your ideals won't matter when reality bends to my will." Behind Mina, Raj squared his shoulders, fear melting into defiance. "It's not just about ideals, it's about who gets to decide the future." Mina touched the artifact. "Lyra, last key, get us out, now!" Light erupted, the world torn away again by spinning starlight, leaving Hydrax's snarl echoing in the frost. Fragments of thought and color drifted as they traversed the portal. Shouts and gunfire now just haunted echoes. Then, suddenly, Mina and Raj tumbled onto warm, sunlit stone. Wind carried foreign music. Beyond a lush, terraced garden, a city of luminous towers shimmered under twin moons. The place felt alive, hopeful, as if even the walls remembered victory. Lyra materialized close, her voice warm but faint. "Azariel Enclave. Final shutdown key resides in Tower of Mirrors. Caution, portal network destabilizing. Time is critically limited." Raj shaded his eyes. "We made it. Just one more key, right?" Mina nodded, jaw set. "An 80% chance Hydrax and his goons are right behind us. We finish this, Raj, for everyone." They hurried up arcing steps into the city, passing ethereal murals and sculptures shaped from memory and light. It was, Mina realized, the relic of a culture that survived impossible odds, an underdog's legacy echoing her own journey. Halfway up a crystalline bridge, Lyra pulsed a warning. "Hostile signatures detected. Pursuers, 90 seconds out." Raj ran harder. "We'll never make it." Mina spun, grabbing his hand. "We're not running. We're remembering. Lyra, interface with the city. Anything they left behind to help us?" Lyra scattered like digital petals, her voice surging in the air. "Defense subnetwork accessible. Activating memory projections." Suddenly, ghostly figures flickered to life across the bridge. Scientists, warriors, children, running, resisting. Mercenary gunfire hit the images, causing each to burst in shards of light. Hydrax and his team advanced, relentless, brutal, picking their way through the memories. Raj blinked back tears. "They died fighting, Mina. This is their warning." Mina squeezed his hand. "And their hope. Let's not waste it." Racing past the shifting memories, they reached the Tower of Mirrors, its doors tall and silver bright, shimmering with the last glyph. Inside, the air pulsed with the final code, engraved around a fractal core. Lyra's voice faded to a whisper. "Artifact interface, now! The network is failing. Last chance." Mina studied the glyphs. Her hands, steadier than ever, traced the resonance she'd learned to trust. Her father's voice in the back of her mind, Raj's unwavering faith, and the lessons they'd learned from worlds on the edge. "I've got it," she breathed, her mind harnessing everything she'd become. The glyphs pulsed in answer, a cleansing wave through the artifact. Portals across the cosmos staggered, hung in balance. Hydrax's footsteps stormed up the tower stairs. As the artifact glowed, Mina realized the final decision was hers. Destroy the network and strand every portal world, or risk a fragile harmony, linking them with a new code, an unbreakable bond of trust, not conquest. Raj waited, breath held. "It's your choice, Mina. I trust you." Their fate, every world's hung in that heartbeat as the tower's doors splintered behind them. And Mina, no longer running, prepared to decide. The doors crashed inward, shards flying like comets. Hydrax stormed into the chamber, his mercenaries fanning out with weapons raised. The artifact in Mina's hands blazed with energy, pulsing brighter with every second of her hesitation. Hydrax's voice was savage, desperate. He could sense his window of control slipping. "You're not strong enough to make this call, Carter. Give me the artifact. End this pointless resistance. No one will thank you when the universe splinters." Raj stepped between Hydrax's gun and Mina, trembling but unflinching. "You think power fixes everything, but all you ever did was break things." Mina locked her gaze on Hydrax, everything she had endured burning behind her eyes. "You never understood. The artifact isn't just a weapon or a key. It's a test. The portals, all these worlds, they're built on trust. The last code isn't about what we can close, but what we can connect selflessly." Hydrax lunged, gun drawn. "I will not be denied. Humanity must rule." Raj threw himself at Hydrax's legs, tangling him in a desperate grapple. The guns skittered across the chamber. 2 mercenaries fired, grazing Raj's arm. Blood spotted the brilliant floor, but Raj didn't let go. Lyra's voice was just a broken whisper now. Mina, the decision point. Your intent is the code. Mina stared at the artifact's swirling light. Her own bitterness, failures, even the ache of missing her father, all flickered through her. Then she saw Raj fighting for her, the memory of Earth's fragile domes, the hope of all the voices and worlds they'd passed through. She realized, finally, she could not act out of fear. With shaking hands but a steady heart, Mina pressed her palm to the artifact, tears cutting trails through dust. Lyra, synchronize the shutdown, but leave a way open, a bridge for peace, not conquest. Link the worlds with consent, not force. It's time we prove we've learned. A surge of golden starlight erupted from the artifact, winding through the tower's glyphs and out across the city like sunrise. Portals everywhere began closing, but a single thread of light, pure and voluntary, remained connected, binding not by power, but by choice. Hydrax screamed as the energy washed over him, his weapon fizzling, his squad being pulled back through collapsing portals. He tried clawing toward Mina, but Raj held him until the current swept him, and he was gone, lost amid a mending cosmos. The chamber grew quiet. Raj, bleeding but alive, finally released the floor and staggered upright. Mina knelt beside him, clutching his hand. Behind them, Lyra's spectral form reconstituted, now bright and calm. Integrity restored, portals stabilized by voluntary consent. Remaining link, yours to protect. Exhaustion shook Mina, but hope glimmered. She met Raj's tired, proud look, and realized the endgame wasn't destruction, but transformation. For the first time in her life, she believed humanity could survive and even thrive among the stars. Yet as they gazed at the single shining portal, Mina sensed the final challenge still awaited them. There was unfinished business, one last choice, and one old ghost from the past, lurking in the light. Mina could hear her own heartbeat echoing through the silent chamber, the artifact's gentle glow reflected in Raj's eyes. The city outside rippled with new life, the fragile thread of starlight stretching through the last active portal, the one she'd chosen to leave open, not for conquest, but for understanding. But an uneasiness remained, as if the universe itself watched her next step. Raj pressed a cloth to his bleeding arm and tried to joke, voice shaky. If I knew saving the universe was going to hurt this much, I would have stayed on Mars. She smiled softly, exhaustion evident but hope stubborn. If you'd stayed on Mars, I'd have messed up everything alone. He reached for her hand, grounding her in the moment. So, what happens now? Lyra's new form glided between them, radiant and at peace. The portal bridge remains. You are now its wardens. The trust between worlds will require your stewardship. But there is one presence yet unresolved. Mina, someone waits for you. A ripple formed in the portal's thread, and Mina's breath caught. Within the light, a figure appeared, a man wreathed in starlight and memory. It was her father, or an echo shaped from all she'd learned and lost. He smiled, eyes as kind and sad as she remembered. Mina, the apparition said, voice like the whisper of galaxies, you found what I never could, the courage to let go and to build something new. Tears stung her eyes. I thought I'd lost you, that I'd failed. He shook his head, fading in and out with the shifting light. You never failed, you learned. You reached across the dark for others, and that is what the cosmos needed. Thank you, Mina. Slowly the light faded, leaving only Mina's own reflection in the artifact. The ache of her past softened, replaced by resolve. She looked at Raj, her friend and fellow survivor, and at Lyra, a strange family, forged by adversity. As dawn rose over the Azariel enclave and the shadows of the old struggles peeled away, Mina understood her final lesson. The universe, as fragile as it is vast, would always need caretakers. People willing to heal what others tried to break, to bridge what once was torn apart. Humanity's greatest gift was not its technology, but its capacity to trust, adapt, and unite when it mattered most. Raj nudged her. Come on, Dr. Carter. The future's waiting. Hand in hand, with Lyra beside them, Mina stepped through the shining portal, not as the world's last hope or even as an underdog, but as a builder of new worlds. Behind them, the Tower of Mirrors proudly bore its scars, and ahead, infinite possibilities shimmered. The story of Starlight Enigma became legend across realities, a chain not of conquest but of hope, choice, and and the unbreakable will of the human spirit. And somewhere among the stars, new adventures waited for those bold enough to seek them.